The TMA operator reduces the time-bearing plot to default size. The mate geographic display is enlarged to provide better viewing of own ship and contacts. All geographic plots allow scaling adjustments. The weapon control operator on Console 1's lower monitor orders torpedo operate power to be applied. Redundant weapon select and power controls are also provided in the torpedo room as shown on Console 1's upper monitor. The weapon is now ready to receive presets. The operational sequence diagram shown on Console 1's lower monitor provides a quick reference to obtain weapon and launcher status.
As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a gangster. To me, being a gangster was better than being President of the United States. Even before I wandered into the cab stand for an after-school job, I knew I wanted to be part of them. It was there that I knew that I belonged. To me, it meant being somebody in the neighborhood that was full of nobodies. They weren't like anybody else. I mean, they did whatever they wanted. They double-parked in front of a hydrant, and nobody ever gave them a ticket. In the summer, when they played cards all night, nobody ever called the cops. Tootie ran the cab stand and La Bella Vista Pizzeria and a few other places for his brother Paul, who was the boss over everybody in the neighborhood. Paulie might have moved slow, but it was only because he didn't have to move for anybody. People looked at me differently. They knew I was with somebody. I didn't have to wait in line at the bakery on Sunday morning anymore for fresh bread. The owner knew who I was with, and he'd come from around the counter no matter how many people were waiting. I was taken care of first. Our neighbors didn't park in our driveway anymore, even though we didn't have a car. At 13, I was making more money than most of the grown-ups in the neighborhood. I had more money than I could spend. I had it all. One day, some of the kids from the neighborhood carried my mother's groceries all the way home for her. It was out of respect.
But one other thing I was going to mention as we move along, now I want you to introduce this young man right here.
Yes.
We can't. This guy's going to probably think we don't want him back. We'll
Tom
welcome him
Scott. Yeah, his name is Tom Scott. I have a couple of questions.
Tom Scott?
Yes.
Yeah, that's me. Yeah.
Okay, you're not
Nice to be
related
on the
to the
air.
famous.
You know, there's two other Tom Scotts. There's one that's a musician I heard, and there's
Yeah.
another one, and I just found this out in the last couple of months that
I like your voice.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, they told me I should have done radio, but
Yeah, you should have radio.
It's my first time,
I'm from
so.
Los Angeles. Go ahead. So Tom, tell where are you from?
I'm actually from the People's Republic of Massachusetts. Actually,
Oh, we can't let you in.
I don't blame you. Nobody's perfect.
Yeah, well, I love the perfect. You know, 4 scores, you get the car, you go to the market.
Yeah, my acting teacher was a sweetheart. She was all over me to lose the accent, and then about 2 months after that, she called me to do a pizza commercial for a Brooklyn style pizza. So they think I'm Brooklyn out here, but it's actually
Hey, Brooklyn. Yeah, what are you talking here? You know what? You know what's funny? There's a lot of gangster movies that are coming out.
Yeah.
And they always have, and these gangsters are always funny. The guys always sound the same.
Yeah.
You know, or the pizza
Yeah.
commercials. They always sound the same. So tell us about your life.
Yes.
This is your life, Tom. Tom Scott. Tell us about your life.
Well, okay. I'm actually from Massachusetts. I moved to Rhode Island for about 4 years. I've been involved in a lot of different things. I'm a model and actor.
Okay.
I'm authoring 2 books.
Tell us about your books. Are they future?
No, they're actually prescriptive nonfiction. They're very informative. One's a legal self-help book.
Are they
called-
copyrighted?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
We can't give the names of the books.
Not yet. But they
Okay.
have cool names, and the cover's really cool. And
Okay.
I hope to release one next year, end of this year, actually, which is going to help people with all their legal problems, speeding tickets, divorce, all kinds of things.
Well, speeding tickets. Speeding tickets, divorce.
Yeah. I've had 24 legal battles in my life to this point.
Oh, really?
And,
It wasn't with my ex-girlfriend, was it? No.
No. 23 have been from Kathleen.
Kathleen! What I was going to mention is this young man. So you're
Hi.
talking about your books. He was presented by Kathleen. So tell us any movie roles.
Yeah.
I have a question for him.
Go ahead.
She does have a
Go
question.
ahead.
Okay, what is the new company you're starting, Hunks for Hire? Can you tell me more about it?
I can tell you certain parts on the air.
He's for hire.
Hunks for Hire.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's actually It's kind of like a combination of things. It's a mail service company for women.
Ooh.
Where we
Ooh la
do-
la.
Yeah. Well, it's all legit. Just believe me, it's completely legit.
That's what they said was stripping. They said that was stripping.
It's, yeah, we for parties, summertime parties. Like I've been an Oscar statue before with the Academy Awards coming up.
Really?
Yeah. They body painted me gold back east at the Kate in Old Saybrook, Connecticut, and that was a lot of fun. I did that for several years, but I'm kind of leveraging on that. So this is kind of a little more than that. If somebody calls for a party, it's myself right now and a gentleman named Ben who's also here in the area. We're looking for a third person, but it's going to be more catered toward parties, going away parties,
Okay.
anniversary, special events and stuff like that.
Okay, we were talking to this gentleman about you have thing for women.
Yeah, Hunks for Hire.
Do women want you to strip? Come on, be close with me.
Well, there was a
Be upfront
time
with me.
there was a time in Jamaica where I had to compete for a calendar, and it was kind of.
See, we're getting to the kinky side of the side. So you strip for calendar? Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, it was for a calendar, but I mean. That was a few years ago. I think that's passé now, and we're not really promoting that on the site. It's more going to be, shirtless construction guys helping out around the house.
Well, the shirtless construction guys. You know what's funny?
Oh, man.
There's a funny story with that. A funny story. I was I was covering a location,
Yeah.
and there's guys out there. The women actress says, "So I wonder if he's available." You know what ended up happening? They had a whole
Sure.
episode. It was
Yeah.
in
Yes.
what's he, Santa Monica.
Oh, up
so what
here,
happened was
yeah.
the guy takes off his shirt and there had all these accidents happening. It's a true story.
Yeah,
Happened.
Yeah, that was.
And-
They had a billboard, and I think in Europe, or I don't know if it was from some model, and they had to take it down. It was causing too many
It's got
accidents.
so much accidents.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.